Well, I think I'm a little bit emotional, but not because of the game. It's because of the sad news I had just after the game just now concerning Kabuza. He only told us in the dressing room now that this is what happened. He didn't want to upset the camp because we're facing a very crucial game, and for me, it just killed everything. Because I see someone who's really who's committed, someone who a lot of players can learn from, and he's got to go through that and still play the way he played, play man of the match performance like that. In the back of what happened, I think for me, I dedicate this win and this cup to him because I think from day one he, he really deserves it. And I think that's the only sad part. And I think for me, since it's already hitting me that someone can do that, doing for the team, doing it for me. And I appreciate that, but at the same time, I'm also hating. Okay, coming to the game, I think first 10, 15 minutes, we didn't have a good start. And I think Highlands Park dominated. They got into good areas. Ronwen kept us in the game. I think they had one good chance. They could have scored there, one-on-one, the goalkeeper. And Ronwen, I think that's why he's Bafana Bafana's number one. He kept us in the game. And after that, we started to gain a little bit of, momentum in our play. But we knew that we needed to be a little bit more disciplined because Highlands Park, they're a very hard-working team. But organized as well as disorganized as well, because they apply a man marking, game in certain areas. So we needed to apply a little bit of element of surprise in terms of our movement. And I think the moment we did that, we scored a goal, where Temza just went through the gate, and he went, to the channel and put in a cross, and we scored from that. And I think we scored at the right time, maybe 2 minutes, before the break. And that really a little bit shocked them. And we were disciplined throughout the game because we needed to do that. And we nullified their threat, which is a long throw. And again, Gabuza played a huge role there because we put him on Bala. Because Bala, if you look at his goals, most of his goals, he scores with his head. So we knew that if we can nullify that, he was not going to be effective for them. And Gabuza was very instrumental. He's been even on set plays, corner kicks, whether it was side free kicks, was very instrumental, and we defended very well. And the other threat was Shalulile, because Highlands Park, they are more dangerous when they don't have the ball. In the sense that when you have possession, if you get too excited, when they trap you, when they win the ball, they're just looking for Mokhaila and Shalulile, so they just hit the ball behind and then they're through. So we were very disciplined in that regard, that we never gave them that space. Only maybe for the first 10, 15 minutes where Mokhaila was breaking a little bit more on the right there, but we corrected that and we managed the game throughout 90 minutes.
Okay, Coach, thank you. Obviously, a very sad way to start the press conference, but let me give colleagues an opportunity to ask questions. Let me take the first question, please. Is it Vuyode? Okay, let's start with Sazi.
Coach, condolences for what you have just told us about Kabuza. Was it always a plan for you to just sit a little bit back and absorb the pressure? Because they obviously, everyone saw they started better attacking you.
Yeah, we like I said, we needed to try and manage the game a little bit better, because sometimes Highlands Park, if you wanna outrun them, you get tired. So we tried a little bit to let them use the energy a little bit more, and then we stay a little bit more compact, disciplined, and use the ball a little bit better whenever we had it. And you could see, later on in the stages, the game, they were just, hitting the balls, just trying to look for that ball behind, and we deal to that because that's their threat. If you don't give them space behind, they can't play. That's what happened today, because they couldn't get that space for them to run into, because we closed them. We closed that space. We never really tried to press a little bit higher, because we knew that if we press a little bit higher, they're gonna get now space behind, and so we didn't give them that space. So today it was a little bit different tactically.
Javelin from your friend, coach, man, that's still a fairly young coaching career, head coach position. What does it do for you when you hear like what Kabuza spoke about and saying that one of the reasons why I did this is doing this for you? And throughout this week, when we spoke with the players at SuperSport, they talked about that. They not just doing this for the team, but they're also doing it for you.
Well, I think for me, I try to see them as human beings first, before soccer players. That's how I try to manage the players, because it's very key as well to know that players are happy, and players are happy to come to training, because when a player stops, enjoying training, coming to training, then there is a problem. But if a player knows that you got his back, if he has a problem, he can still come to me, and we sometimes protect each other. It's normal, because we are a family. We try and create a family environment, because he knows that if he had told us earlier, we were not going to allow that, for him to come and play. That's why he probably did that, because we were not going to allow that, because we look at him as a person first, as a human being before a soccer player, because it's work, but you both enjoy work, and it doesn't just start at the training ground. And also, there are a lot of people who play that role as well, a huge role, from the office, the support staff. They help me as well to try and manage the team, manage the players, because there are things which happen in the dressing room. There's a dressing room which I can control. There's another one which I cannot control. But as long as they're happy, it's easy for me to be able to control that even when I'm not there. So it's about having a happy, dressing room, happy environment.
All right, Zakeri.
Zakari from Israel. Coach, there are many coaches in South Africa that support you. Some of them are your mentors. What does this mean to you? And can you single out some of them and thank them for the contribution they had in your career?
Yeah, I think I've worked with a lot of coaches, and throughout, when I was an assistant coach, I always, made sure that I support whoever I work with, and I learn as much as I can. And I've worked with Gavin Hunt, I've worked with Gordon Higgins, and I've worked with Coach Pete, so I've worked with Stuart Baxter. And I believe in having, mentors who you can, pick call and inform and say, I'm going to call now I can even call Stuart anytime. I can call him. I need help. 1, 2, 3. How do I deal with this situation? He is always there to help me, because he's been there. He's seen it. I can speak to Gavin anytime. Regarding players, I can give him a call. I can speak to Pete or Coach Pete. So I can speak to Coach Gordon Higgins, because there's that trust which was built, all these years, because they trust me, they believe in me, and I also thank them because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today. Because sometimes you learn from bad situations, you learn from good situations as well, and that has happened throughout my career up to now.
Okay, we are wrapping up now. Let's go to Mihlali.
Coach Kaitano, congratulations for the win today and condolences about Kabuza. Coach, normally, when it comes to the MTN8, we have teams that do well, they win the competition, and actually go on to challenge for the league title and do well there as well. But you also have those that win the MTN8 and actually do fall from grace and actually do fight relegation. But at your instance, how do you actually manage that? You do well now, actually, laying up the foundation that will make sure that come end of the season, be among the teams that will be challenged for the submission.
Oh well, I think it's normal, but I think we've had experience regarding situations like this, and for us, we always try and be humble and keep our feet on the ground. We've got a young team, young players coming up, and it's easy they can easily get excited as well. But it's our responsibility as well to always tell them, to remind them that you are always as good as your last game, and each and every game is different. So now we're looking forward to the next game. This will go out there, today, tomorrow, celebrate. But on Monday we're back again. We already tried to put this behind us because it's still a very long season. And I think this is our 11th game, the season so far. So the season is still very young, and the players are aware of that. But it's also good to go into the season, motivated after winning, the cup. Because last season as well, we got to the final and then we lost, and then we ended up having a lot of injuries, and then we wobbled a little bit. We were not consistent, because we lost, very crucial players in terms of our structure. But now we've tried to beef up in certain areas, for us, to prepare ourselves for the rainy days, because there is going to be loss of form, because we have a lot of players also playing for the national teams, and the past week, the last FIFA calendar, we had about 10 players who had gone to play for their respective national teams. So it's another thing that might also we have to really make sure that we plan properly, regarding the team. That's why we have the Galinges, the Kudama. They haven't really started playing the Tabo Mnyamane, but you will start seeing them more because we need to try and refresh the team as well.